You know what sucks though? I was just thinking about this the other day. I was at dialysis and I was writing up a review on one of the games I played for the book. And then I realized I finished all the Color Dreams games. I was like, oh, cool. Now I can finally move on and start, you know, knocking out the real library. But then I remembered, oh shit, I'm gonna have to play games like the Blues Brothers, like all the way through. Like we have to get all the way through the game. I'm like, oh no, like Color Dreams games are bad, but they're not like bad. I mean, they are bad, but like not like bad. You can still play them, you know, like Robo Demons and shit. Like they suck, but like you can save state and get through them. I don't know about I don't know about Blues Brothers and stuff. Captain Comic was alright, yeah. No, actually there's a few games that I gave really high ratings to. Like the one which was a bunch game of all games, but I think bunch games are absolutely terrible. But King Neptune's Adventure, I actually had a really good time with that one. You know, I would definitely play that again, dude. I loved King Neptune's Adventure. Like I scored that really high. I forget the other one. There was another one that I scored decently high too. Maybe it was Galactic Crusader. Dude, the Blues Brothers game is absurd. Absolutely absurd. Like, it'll probably be one of the worst scores I give in my book. Hands down. Like, it's just bad. Like, it's not a little bad, it's a lot bad. It's the first level. Try beating just the first level. Sorry, I love this song. Where'd I get my Nerd Rage icon from? The Smileyface? I just kind of like developed it one day. I forget like how it was. This was like a long time ago. This is before I played any video games or anything. This is back when I first opened Nerd Rage Entertainment for my board game company. And God, that's kind of loud. And then I had to come up with a logo for the LLC, because I actually got an LLC and everything, and I just came up with that real quick. So then I started using that as my icon for everything, because I'm not a graphic designer, and I'm like, ah, fuck it, this will work, you know. Well, you made the other one. That was you, Charlie. The one of me, because there's an iconic picture I use on my business cards for AdamOS Retro, where I'm in, I guess it's just not a Hogwarts, but a Gryffindor outfit, like with the cape and everything, and I'm doing this, and it has the smiley face in my hand, like a glowing ball, and it's like the Nerd Rage logo. Well, Charlie did like an 8-bit rendition of it, and that's what I use on my YouTube, and it's freaking awesome. Yeah, because I just needed something, and it was called Nerd Rage, and like I wanted it to be, I didn't want it to be too like, I don't know what the term for this would be, but like someone who's trying too hard to be cool, you know? Like I didn't want it to be like, oh, like have a guy raging out and his head exploding or something crazy, like all this perfect like digital design and all that. Like I just wanted something like plain and simple, kind of fun, that someone could draw, but that gave away rage and a nerd at the same time. I wanted nerd to be represented, I wanted rage to be represented, and I wanted it something that someone can just doodle on something, because to me that's like the best icon. You know, like you want a name and an icon that people can hold on to, that they remember, that they like, that they can draw, that, you know, like just things that they can reproduce, whether it be verbal or physically with hand, you know. So there's so many weird names out there that you can't even pronounce. So what do you do when you try to Google it or try to find it, you know? Or like if someone goes, hey, what's that thing you like? What's that web page? And they're like, you know, because they got this like really complex, you know, graphic and stuff. And I was like, no, you just want like a smiley face with some glasses and then like a rage kind of like smile, boom, smiley face. I really like the smiley too. I fell in love with it. Although that was the third design. You know what? Here, I can draw you. I have a paper towel from when I ate some food. Here, I'll draw you what the first design was, because I still kind of like it. And the Ninja Gaiden song is playing. How perfect. Alright. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like a sideways smiley face with glasses. I mean, it was done way better than this, but you know, it's like it shows the glasses and the eye, and then his mouth is like open, like it starts shut, and he's like grinning with like just one side of his mouth. Oh, if I can hold it up. So like that circle on the bottom, that's his teeth showing, like he's like grrring, like grrr. So that was the rage. The glasses were the nerd, and it was a smiley face. This was the original logo that I drew up. And I was like, I like it, but I don't. Because, like, you look at it, see, like looking at it, if I explain it to you, you see it. You're like, oh, okay, I get it. The dark's the glasses, the face he's grrring, you know, yeah, cool, I see it. But, like, if I didn't tell you, it almost looks like a pirate, too. Like, it looks like it's an eye patch, or no one gets that this is a mouth sometimes, and those are his teeth, kind of, like, shining. So then, the second draft, and I changed the colors on it as well. If you'll notice now, you can see the back part of the glasses. He's got a glimmer in his teeth, like it's shining, like a little spark, and then this was supposed to be a cigarette. I'm not drawing it too well, but it made him look like a chain-smoking nerd at the same time. And then the smoke turned into nerd rage. But then I took a vote with everyone I knew, and I was like, what do you think of this compared to the first one? And the first one won like by like a 90-something percentile. There's only like one other stoner guy who thought this one was better, but they all said, for the most part, it's too like weed-like, it's too stoner-like, you know. And I get it, like they're absolutely right. Like I'm promoting the smoking aspect, especially if the nerd rage is coming out in smoke. So yeah, I just went back with the original, and then one day I just drew up like a front view. I forget why. Like someone had said, what would it like a 3D model look like? So I drew the front, and then I didn't know what to do with the smile, so I just drew this big one that overlapped the circle, and I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool, hold on. So then I started going with it, you know, and made this really awesome huge smile. Like he's just like, you know, you look at like the coyote or something, you know, they've got skinny face and then their mouth gets real big. That's what I was like, oh, how do you get like that crazy like big mouth looking? So I just went with that and basic glasses, and that's why I really like the outcome of that. Because my first idea of my first logo was that you're sitting next to him playing. That's why like I always sit on my couch in my front room and play with you guys, because like I always want it to be like, hey, we're just like chilling at my house, you know, and just playing some games together. That's it, you know, just hanging out, just buddies hanging out playing games. But I gave it that view as though like if you're sitting on the couch and you look over, you see the dude you see the side of his face like he's focusing on a video game and he's getting pissed, you know. And that would be what you'd see, so that's what I drew, you know. Like you'd see just the side of his mouth curl because he's like, "Arr!" You know, I think of Popeye, you know, like, "Arr!" You know, like he's pissed. And I was like, okay, and I just drew it on a smiley face. The green leaves were like the red cherries. Not poinsettia, but it just, I don't know. It's the green shit. I was gonna go rip a chunk off, but I probably shouldn't. Alright, but we decorated it for Christmas with that, and I went to take it off, and I'm like, it's just a plain white thing. Like it looks a lot better on camera for some reason, but no, it's just really drab and dull. Like it's just white banner with nothing on it. So I just left it on there. It's like it gives it color, man. Like you guys got to see this room. Like you see this way, but this way, holy shit! It's just wall to wall color and rainbow and posters and tapestries, and I'll have to do a video or something if you're all interested. But it's just really cool. So I mean, that's literally the reason I left it up, is because it brings the color further in the room. Because it stopped at the kitchen door there, and it didn't pick up until after the door coming in. You know, that's where the color starts again. So like this whole back half was just asylum, as I call it. I call it asylum because it's just white walls. I was like, fuck yeah, man, some color. But actually, the funny thing is, everyone says I degraded into a Let's Player. I think I upgraded. Because, okay, making those videos is fun. You know, like recording yourself, doing takes, getting the green screen out, you know, doing this complex editing. It's all fun and shit. And B, it just doesn't have the feeling of, like, that initial reaction. You know, like, I just remember making those videos and feeling like I had to recreate that first emotion, you know? And I never quite, like, got the full effect of it, you know. I would give like what I thought, you know, like, fuck this guy, you know. So then I would be like, fuck this guy, you know. But it didn't come out like as natural and as awesome as that first time, you know. And I was telling everyone, like, dude, that's what they're missing. These videos, like these AVGN videos, they're funny, and he's portraying a joke that he wrote, but really it's not like his natural first reaction. And I was like, that's what I need to do. So actually, there's I forget, I think it's Mendel Palace. If you look at like my Mendel Palace review, there's like a minute and a half of me playing a certain thing that I was talking about. So I was like, you know what, this happens so often and it's such a fucktard up thing that I was like, I'm gonna record it, like me actually doing it, check this out. And I just put it in that video of me playing that part, and if sure enough, the first go, boom, it happened. And I was like, okay, I need to do more of this. And then someone I was talking to off the videos was like, dude, you ever heard of live streaming, you know, like Twitch and all that? And I had not. I'd never heard of this shit. I mean, you guys know how I am now. Imagine me without Twitch. I was like, give me an example. So he sent me the example of this dude. Something Pete. Sorry, Pete. I just remember you as Pete. I'll try to link something somewhere. Okay, so he showed me this Pete guy on Twitch. He plays retro games. And I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. So, like, you just sit there and play and people watch? Yeah. I was like, that's what my videos are missing. They're missing that initial, like, oh, you know, it's just that reaction. Like, you only get one initial, you know? That's it. Everything else is artificial. And I was like, dude, I need more initial. I need more, you know, like there. Like, I want to, like, complain with someone or, like, high-five someone, you know, like, that was fucking awesome, or fuck this hack, you know? Like, that kind of stuff. Like, that's only fun when you're there. Recreating it is just, you know? It's just artificial. And, like, I like the live thing, and that's why I think I upgraded by going live. I think this is way harder. Because, like, you know, you can just create a moment and then go, no, I didn't like it, and try it again. Live, you can't do that. B, live is just more personal. I like the back and forth. That's a conversation. That's like creating friendships, you know, with conversation. Again, like being right here on the couch with me, and we're just playing. And C, I like live performance, man. I've always been busking. Like, my entire adulthood was like playing music on the streets for money. I've started 2 bands because of it. Johnny and the Apple Stompers, and then I was in a metal band called Ghost of a Romance, because they saw me playing and they said they were looking for a drummer, and I auditioned and got it. Went on tour with them for a year, and then we all broke up because the lead singer was crazy. Names omitted. Not necessary for the story. Yeah, how about we play some video games? What the hell, man? Why are you guys telling me to do this shit? Alright.